dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey, hey yo, Nike check.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the New Orleans Saints versus Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
First down, Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A gain of 9.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Ball at 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. This crowd is not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3, Saints 0.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Down and 7.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to a more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Open man is the tight end Troutman, and he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. From the left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
37-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now Allen. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's now
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Billings. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
From the gun,
Allen. 44-yard line.
gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Allen going to keep it. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
7-yard line.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So that'll back them up 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Taken down at the 10-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Allen. Gets him as he's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
34-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Buccaneers 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try to run for it with Vaughn. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Johnson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down some...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
The score, Saints 10, Buccaneers 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Now the second down throw on target. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Allen, finding Taysom Hill complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Allen now on first down. Double team is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Following the interception, Winston to Evans on the slant. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Winston now. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Final play of the half here. Winston going right side here, and that's complete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 24-21, the final score. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 19-17 is the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. 3rd and long, defense
offense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Off the play fake. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Allen with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
We dominate today.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third. Winston from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Winston's pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Johnson again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Again, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the penalty, it's Johnson, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. A.J. Boye on coverage.
From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Complete to number
that 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
23 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
24. Buccaneers 9.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Their own 23-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Gets through, and now an opening. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, 87 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. But what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Now Winston. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Scotty Miller.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Mike Evans.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. The spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Allen going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll throw again. Winston. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4. At the Saints' 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That's caught by Howard. looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
To throw, Winston. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Keeps the score, Saints 31.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Barkley. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break,
We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Winston readies the offense. Down by 16. 1:47 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And 10.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.